Good morning, everybody. It's me, Lori Simpson Ortega, a host of A Victorious Life and Outreach Teach. Anyway, y'all know me by now. I am in the parking lot. I have to go to a workshop today for libraries, and I'm always excited about that. But unfortunately, I was raised by people who are sticklers for time, so I've been sitting in this parking lot like I am reporting to Griffin Elementary at 6:30, 6:45, 7 o'clock. I report every day. I open the library at 7. So needless to say, I didn't check to see when they open. They open at 8 o'clock. The conference or the workshop starts at 8:30, so I could have been cutting and pressing strips, but that's neither here nor there. And it's still me. I just washed my hair this morning, so it's doing its own thing. But that's not what this post is about. I wanted to make this post, and I hope I don't offend, but I stand by what I'm about to say. This is Black History Month. Okay, it's Black History Month. It's a time that we honor and celebrate the contributions of African Americans, Black people, here, not just here in the United States or from the United States, but people that immigrated or people that, came here and made all these wonderful and amazing contributions. Now, I am not here to say that we should not celebrate and we should not honor. That's not what I'm saying. So please don't take what I say out of context or what I'm about to say out of context. As a professional educator, I think we should arrive in I think we should arrive at a place where our kids know more than the storyline of slavery. I think we should arrive at a place where we realize this is a different generation and generations of kids. They have access to the internet. They have access to online learning and reading. So while we are trying to suppress certain pieces of literature in some states, suppressing pieces of literature, you need to understand you can't stop the internet. If somebody wants to know, they're going to know. So I'm simply advocating for all parties involved. Let us gently remind about slavery, but let us not keep turning that into the focus of Black History Month. Our kids know about Harriet Tubman. They know about George Washington Carver. They know about Frederick Douglass. They know about Phyllis Wheatley. They know about Booker T. Washington. They know about anybody being ran and chased with dogs. They know that storyline. Again, I'm not here to say that we should not discuss that in an age-appropriate manner. I'm not here to say that we should not discuss it. What I'm here to say is, if we are not careful, Black and white, we will keep pushing this storyline of slavery, and our kids will never know the major contributions that we have made as a people, as a collective group. They will not know the heavy influences of music, of language, structural language changes. They will not know our contribution to fashion. They will not know our contributions to engineering and science in the present day. And what I mean by present day, I don't mean not limiting it to 2026, but They won't know about Dr. Patricia Bath, who was the first person she developed the cataract laser eye surgery. She's Black. They won't know about Garrett Morgan, who created not only the stoplight, but the gas mask. And while some people will argue, oh, they didn't really do that. They created the prototypes. Anytime you create the original, there's going to be a copy. And in some cases, a better copy. But you always have to start with the one. They won't know about the chemist in beauty and in the beauty industry. They won't know about the chemist, Black chemist, and I forget his name, but he created that Design Essentials line that in essence has created generational wealth for not only his family, but it has also created a viable product for hair that, he came up with because he was a professionally trained chemist. So I'm not here to say that we should not discuss slavery. I think we should, but I think instead of us constantly seeing the same figures, and there is somebody walking with my tote bag. Oh my goodness. That is why I don't even know that lady. She's carrying a Lori tote. Instead of us keep smacking these same, figures, and instead of some of us taking the lazy route to just keep using the same presentations, let us challenge ourselves to go out and find some of these people, do the research so that our kids, and not just our kids, but that everybody will understand. Black people, we physically built this country. There's no arguing with that. There's no getting. We physically, our ancestors that were imported, they enslaved and imported and did to be enslaved. We built it. Give that to us. We physically built it. But don't just leave us building it. Make us an active part of the creating of the culture for the United States. And I want to say, what I say now, I'm speaking on behalf of all Black people around the United States. We are some of the most hopeful people that you will ever meet. Hope is what got our ancestors through slavery, through Jim Crow, through racial discrimination, through negative racial stereotypes, the hope of a better future. We are a hopeful people. You can treat us wrong, but there's an element of hope that you're suppressing, but we're going to be okay. We're going to get through this. So I think it's important as an educator, and I hope I have articulated this well. Let's stop leaving people enslaved. Let's stop making slavery the focus of who Black people are and where they came from. And let's stop saying these things like, I didn't enslave anybody. Those were my ancestors and they did wrong. Okay, yeah. They did. But I'm challenging you to go learn some additional history. I'm challenging you that when you hear of negative stereotypes and when you hear of oppression and suppression and discriminatory practices from within your group, I'm challenging you, Black and white, to say, hey, no, I got Black friends. No, that's not how they think. That's not necessarily true. Hey, I got white friends. That's not. No, they don't all think like that. That's a stereotype. That's a racial misconception. And for you educators and parents, I'm challenging you. Teach our children about all the positive contributions that we see in our society. Make it a point every week. Make sure your children, if they know about George Washington Carver, make sure they know about another inventor. If they know about Beyonce, let them know about Ella Fitzgerald. Let them know about the process of how far we've come. If they know about Ralph Lauren and, you know, one of my favorite designers, Ralph Lauren and Lily Pulitzer and all, let them know about the dressmaker to Abraham Lincoln's wife was black. Let them know about May the Milliner, who was one of the first African-American women, or the first African-American women to have a shop in one of the prestigious business areas or zones of Philadelphia and then New York. Let them know about the lady who made and designed Jackie Kennedy Onassis's wedding gown when she became a Kennedy. She was black. Do you see what I'm saying? Whatever they're interested in. If they're interested in sports and they play soccer, let them read about Pele, just his struggle. Let them read about how soccer started. You know, that's all I'm doing. I think we should stop with just focusing on the slavery line. We should teach it, but I don't think we should keep reveling in it, because as a people, we're bigger than that. We've rose to the highest, the highest possible heights in every area: government, business, industry, education. We've risen, and we should celebrate. We should start figuring out a way to incorporate that into the storyline. Well, you know what? I've got 3 minutes. I'm 5 steps away. I hope I have not offended. I apologize for maybe how I said, but not necessarily for what I said. I just hope and pray that I have articulated it well. Now, let me go in here with my newly washed, damp hair. Y'all, these people not gonna know what happens, because by 12:30 around lunchtime, this is gonna be poof. I'm gonna look like Pam Grier. Y'all make it a great day.